Hello and welcome to today's practice. We're going to do some restorative yoga today, so you're going to need a good pile of cushions. Okay, so for our first pose, we're going to do a child's pose. So come to sitting on your knees, toes untucked, cushions in front of your knees, and bring your chest and arms forward onto your cushions. The aim is to relax down as much as you can using all your weight to melt into the floor, and then hopefully remove one cushion every now and again and get a little bit lower. Just really relax, concentrate on your breathing, melt down into the floor. You might notice me jigging every now and again. That's because I've put some music on that I like. I prefer to rock it out, but if you want to put some clingy, clangy, relaxing music on, you go for it. Do whatever works for you, get you into that nice, peaceful mindset. As you can see, I rearrange myself every now and again just to get the best stretch for wherever feels like it needs it. Big deep breath in as you come up, and we're going to switch it into a wide child's pose. So keep your toes together but spread your knees nice and wide. Tuck your pillows in nice and tight, and then come forward again. Chest and arms nice and heavy to the floor. Do try and keep your bum back to your feet, but don't force anything. Breathing in and coming up when you're ready. Coming up onto all fours with a cushion between your hands. You don't need too much cushion for this one, just some softening for the floor. So hands either side, threading your right arm under your left with your palm up to the ceiling. Drop your head and arm down, and then flop your left arm around your waist, just gently pushing that shoulder back up to the ceiling. But again, not forcing anything, just relaxing here. If it's uncomfortable having your bum stuck up, you can sit your bum back to your heels just by shuffling your knees in a bit tighter. One might work for you. I prefer with my bum up in the air. I like the little back bend that comes with it, but find what works for you and hold and relax here. Yes, we have two arms, so coming up, and we're going to swap it to the other side. So bringing your left arm under your right, palm up, drop your head and shoulder down to the cushion, and wrapping your arm around your waist. Again, if you want to bring your knees in tight and sit your bum back, you can. I do prefer bum up, but you might want to do half and half, whatever works for you. It just changes the stretch slightly. Do a bit of unconscious dancing here. Very sorry for the bum wiggles. Can't help myself. And breathing in and coming up again slowly when you're ready. Have a little stretch. Keep your shoulders down. Make sure your neck's feeling nice and long through these poses. So bringing both legs forwards. Trying to keep them straight, but nothing too severe. Don't force it. Really nice big pile on your legs. And then flopping forwards. If you struggle coming forwards, you can widen your legs a little bit, but don't make them wide enough that the cushions will fall between. Again, we're trying to slowly melt down through the cushions, removing one at a time as best you can. Use your arms to bring you forward, so the weight of your arms, bringing them as far forward as you can. And relax and melt. Try and concentrate on the places that feel the stretch the most. Try and relax them. I'm going to add a little neck stretch in here, just because I think because I've been spending so much time on my phone, maybe sat at home, my neck's aching. I'm just bringing my hands together, my knuckles under my chin, just putting a little bit of weight up through my hands, pushing my head back. This creates a nice little flat back as well, which is just bringing the stretch a bit further up your back. And again, just relax into it, hold it as long as you need, and coming back into your fold. And breathing in and calming up. We're going to switch it out to the next pose. So bring the soles of your feet together into quite a nice long diamond, so we're not pulling the heels in as tight as you can. Bring the cushions onto your legs again, a nice big pile, and flap it forwards. I like to change which way I'm looking every now and again, just so my neck gets a different stretch. If I turn to one side, I tend to turn to the other. Again, working your way down through the pile, Coming as low as you can. Breathing in and coming up when you're ready. We're going to do the same pose, but this time with your heels tight in. So just as close as you can comfortably. And again, starting with a nice big pile, coming forwards. And working your way down that pile of cushions if you've got room to. If not, just stay where you are. You'll still get a great stretch, just relax down. Use as big a pile as you need to feel comfortable, just make sure you feel the stretch. Breathing in and coming up, nice and slowly. So sleepy. Kicking your legs out wide, just comfortably wide, not forcing the legs straight. And again, you'll need a really big pile for this one. You're trying to bring your arms and chest forward onto the cushion. If you can't get your chest or chin down, try and relax through your arms and lean forwards. Again, make the pile as big as you need to. Just get into a little fold. And we're not kicking the legs as wide as you can. It should be a nice stretch, but it shouldn't be uncomfortable. And if you can, we're trying to work down through that pile. Again, excuse my little wiggles of dance. That's about as good as my dancing gets. I like to do some little rocks, dropping one shoulder a bit further down and then the other. It just helps ease you down into the pose. Breathing in and slowly coming up. Give your arms and legs a little stretch. And then we're bringing the pile over to one leg. You're trying to bring it to your knee or shin, and dropping your head and shoulders down to that leg. Again, you'll need quite a big pile. Just trying to encourage that shoulder, that top shoulder up towards the ceiling. You can bring your arm over your head, just with your elbow bent, hand dropping back, just to encourage that nice twist. If you want to take it further, you can start to straighten that arm, that top arm. Try and push it back towards your ear. Still relax your weight and don't hold any tension. We're not going to hold this for long, so breathe in and come up when you're ready, really slowly. And we're going to pop your cushions over to the other leg. Again, to your knee or shin. A nice big enough pile for you to lean over onto. Keep it nice and floppy. Start with your arms forwards. And then if you want to, you can bring that elbow back. And again, if you want to, you can straighten that arm out. I'm a bit tighter this side. Really trying to push your elbow back towards your ear. Shoulder up to the ceiling, but keeping it relaxed. Breathing in and coming up as slowly as you can. Give it a little shake out, a little dance, a little boogie. Don't even know what I was listening to. It was obviously very good. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of my pile so you can see me getting into this position. So we're going to do a pigeon pose. So drawing your left knee forward towards your left wrist, your left toes towards your right knee, and then shove a cushion under your bum and sit your bum down. If you've got room to, you can wiggle that left foot forward a bit. It doesn't matter if you've not, just use as many cushions as you need to prop yourself up. I'm going to show you a front angle and a side angle in a little bit. So if you do struggle with getting into this position, have a little fast forward. But we're trying to bring your chest and arms down towards the floor over your front leg. Back leg nice and straight, and relaxing it down. Here's me just showing you that my front leg is straight across my chest. You might not get there today, but you will one day if you keep practicing this pose. This is quite a good one to practice in bed because the bed makes up for all your little gaps, so it'll support you in places that you need it. It's quite a comfy place to do it. I'm just going to show you this from the other angle so you can see where my foot is. So again, left knee forwards. You're trying to get that foot as far forward as you can. And bring your chest down over the leg. Staying down with your legs but coming up with your chest. We're going to shimmy over towards your foot. So around to the right and coming down nice and low again using your cushions. Just twisting as far as you can comfortably. Holding here long, so breathing in and coming up gently. I'm going to swap it over to the other side. Give your legs a little shake if they need it. I'm going to show you front on apparently. So all fours, and you're drawing that right knee forwards, and your toes to your left knee, straightening back through your left leg, and shuffling your right foot forward if you can. Then coming down with your arms and chest. Show you again from the side angle. So bringing your knee forwards, foot out to the left, sliding your left leg back. Bring that cushion under your bum, just give you a bit of support through your hips. And wiggling my front foot forward, you can see there, and coming down with your arm and chest. If you've got puppies, I encourage you to fuss them. I was hoping you'd be able to see their cuteness through this video, but they blend into the sofa. Coming up, and we're going to bring it out to the side again, so we're coming to the left, coming over that foot and resting it down. Breathing in and bring it back up. So I love that stretch, that's pigeon pose. Okay, we're coming back to all fours now. It does help in this relaxed pose if you push your feet against something, so maybe the wall or the sofa. Trying to keep your hips in line with your knees, so walking your hands forwards and pushing your bum back. Your chest and chin need to come down to your cushions. So a nice comfy pile. They don't need to be too big, but the bigger they are, the less a backbend you'll get. So find where your sweet spot is. I'm struggling a bit with how much room I've got here, but it'll work. So you're just giving a little bit of pressure back through your bum. Chin and chest really heavy to the floor. And relax. We're not holding here for very long, it's quite an intense shoulder stretch, so bringing it up slowly. Give everything a little wiggle. Bring your cushions forward between your hands and your right foot to the outside of your right hand. A nice wide lunge. You might need a good pile of cushions for this one, depending how low you can go. Just trying to get nice and comfy down on the floor. Back leg nice and straight. Heavy hips down to the floor. This looks quite weird. Just try and relax into it as much as you can. We're not going to hold it for long. Trying to encourage that knee to stay tucking into your body and not dropping out to the side. Breathe in and coming up onto your hands. We're going to shimmy back to sit your bum back onto your left heel, straighten your right leg and bring your cushions over your right knee, and then resting forwards with your chest and chin onto those cushions. So we're not going to hold here long. Just try and be as heavy through your chest as you can. If you want the extra stretch, you can pull your right toes back, so really flex your foot, and that'll bring an extra stretch to your calf. Breathing in and coming up, we're going to do our lunge on the other side. So bring your cushions again under your hands and stepping your left foot forwards, straightening your right leg back. We're going to bring your hips as low to the floor as you can and relax your chest and chin down onto the cushions. This is called lizard pose when it's a restorative version of a lunge, and you can kind of see why, because it looks really weird. Breathing in and coming up. Again, we're pulling your bum back to your heel, so sitting on your right heel, bringing your cushions over your left knee, and chest and chin relaxing down onto those cushions. Breathing in and coming up. We're making two piles of cushions, a little one behind you and a big one in front of you. Bring your feet together onto the big pile, knees that open nice and wide, and then relaxing your back over the smaller pile of cushions, opening your arms out to what I call goal posts, so we're getting a nice straight line from your shoulder to your elbow, and then a 90-degree bend so your wrist's in line with your elbow. Really breathe deeply into your belly and feel that stretch. It's quite hard to bring your legs out of this one, so bring your hands to the outside of your knees, squeeze them back together, and carefully roll up. We're making a big pile now, so as big as you feel necessary. We're going to tuck it in nice and tight into your bum, and then hop your bum up on top of that pile. Bring your head and shoulders down to the floor and straighten your legs down. Really relax through your legs and arms. Trying to get your hips as high as you can. That pile is not big enough for me. I need a bigger stretch today. So you make your pile as big as you want to. If you've got blocks, you can shove some of those into this pile as well. I like to bring my arms up above my head. I tend to hold my hands or hold my elbows. But you can bring your arms out to the sides, or again you can make your goalposts. Maybe also have a play with it where your feet are, so bring them together or bring them nice and wide. But make sure you're not holding any weight through your feet, just relax. Again, I'm going to bring an extra little neck stretch into this one. You can only really do this one if you've got quite a big pile. So I'm tucking my head underneath myself so the top of my head's down to the floor. Just heightening my ribs rather than my hips. And really tucking my head down under myself. It's a really nice neck stretch, but just be gentle with yourself. Quite nice to come up into a little shoulder stand squeeze in this position. Again, the bigger your pile, the easier this is. So just rolling your knees in towards your chest and give them a squeeze. Obviously, if you're not comfortable doing this, don't do it. It's a good way to get the cushions out from under yourself as well. So keeping that nice big pile, turn yourself around, rest your head and shoulders back onto it. Bring your arms up, just take a few breaths. Bring your feet together and drop your knees open nice and wide. Just encourage them heavy down to the floor. When you're ready, breathe in and slowly come back up to sitting. We're going to create a medium-sized pile, so get rid of some of your cushions. Spin yourself around, we're going to pop our legs up onto that pile. So full calves up to your knees. Relax your head and shoulders down to the floor. Really let all of your weight melt down. That's it from me today. You can stay here for as long as you need to, but I hope you've got some peace. Relax. Namaste.